Okay, we are back. We've obviously taken a break because of things. I mentioned that in my little comparison video. It was almost 50 minutes, but at the end of it, this is where I came back to when I loaded into this game. So if you watched that, you knew this is where we were going. If you're coming right in, obviously after the last one of this single truck challenge or single semi challenge, you also knew where we were. I didn't until after I loaded in. But here we are at the quarry still, working on Husky forwarding because we've finished all our Dyson diesel. I believe we are going to go with the fuel order. Cargo container, yes. We are going with the fuel order. There's one of our cargo containers there. Well, two of them, actually. We're both there. We're going to back up to here, though, and see what we can pick up. Is there anything else other than a cargo container here? No. We got any other stuff to pick up? Any other... It does not look like there's any other thing available. Just for shits, why not? Let's pick up another cargo container. I don't know. It's probably going to be crappy. It's probably going to weigh us down quite a bit. But okay, why not? I was thinking there was cement somewhere, but maybe that cement is not here at the quarry. Maybe it's at the warehouse. I don't remember. That's not what we're doing right now. That's not what matters. What does matter is connecting this trailer and getting the hell out of here. Alright. Probably should really get rid of this extra container. I'm going to. I don't think we're going to need it, but it is going to add extra weight to us. I don't believe I dumped a trailer down there anywhere. Look at the map real quick. Yeah, I did not dump a trailer down there. We have one trailer store up there, but I'm not going down and coming back up. If I did, if it was a single slot trailer, we were going to use it. Oh, this is going to be fun. Ooh. Yeah, hell with it. We're going the way that it looks like we should go. It's going to be nice and wide and apparently extra slow. I don't know what we're stuck on. Probably that rock. Can't go in reverse and low. We'll go here. Okay, so what we are going to do is try to force this backwards somehow. It's like we're stuck on something right there. I don't know what. Probably should have went out the other way. Probably gonna flip this trailer here. But shit happens. We might not even be able to make it up this. Okay. So this is already off to a great start. We're going to try to force this trailer to wherever we can get it. Slowly turn around. And hopefully not flip. And to not flip that. If we flip the trailer right here, we just grab more cargo once we flip the trailer back to where it needs to go. We'll be back on its wheels, obviously. Not a big fan of the quarry. Keep on forcing that trailer to move over little by little. I'm gonna try to get out of here now. The brake will hold us long enough to turn a little more. Trailer's probably gonna tip over, but like I said, it doesn't matter. We can pick the stuff up right from where we're at. Since we did get it turned around, and it seems to be okay. We're hopefully just gonna pull it straight up this hill over here. Maybe we can get there without flipping anything over. Yeah, I'm assuming these cargo containers are pretty heavy. Probably why we're having a tough time pulling them with an Azov. Because I do not believe the Azov is a heavy or heavy duty. I think it might just be an off-road semi. But it's the best one we got for a single semi challenge, so that's what we're using. That's a big hill. Probably not gonna be able to climb this. Can't even get our front end on it. Alright. So trying to see if there's somewhere else other than this other little hill here. We might be able to climb up that one onto the road. Might be able to fit right between those rocks right there. I don't know. We may have to dump this trailer and just do this one at a fucking time. And haul them up to the other trailer store. Unless we can go up that road there, we might go up the other road. Yeah, if we could get our front end to not smash into the ground, it would be really nice. Oh my god, this thing is not even going forward. This is pulling me backwards. It is not letting me. And there it goes. There we go. Okay, so those cargo containers apparently pretty fucking heavy. Once we get off of it, see how we go. Well, yeah, now we're not dragging a trailer full of cargo containers. It does seem a little smoother, more responsive, a little quicker, lightly, hands off. But I know it wants us to get both of these, carry them at once, but we're not gonna do that. We're gonna delete this trailer so it's not down here. It'll let me swing around and look at it. I believe because it's attached to us, it's not letting us. There we go. What we will do is pick up one container at a time. Yes, it's going to take longer, but oh my god. after doing that comparison video, I'm a little bit spoiled because some of them trucks are amazing. This truck is a piece of shit right now, it feels like. It's like there's an invisible fucking rock that we keep getting stuck on. I may have to close this game out and restart it to hopefully, I don't know, get this thing to drive like it should. Or apparently just an auto that one little tiny rock was stopping us. I don't know. He said some things on this game can aggravate you a little bit because it doesn't make sense. Alright, let's pick up one of these. Let's just go with it. Yeah, this is going to be double the length for the haul, double the time, but realistically, if we're sitting there fighting that trailer the entire time, then this may actually end up being quite a bit. Once we get out of the quarry, it might be a little bit faster. Yeah, it seems like these cargo containers are pretty hefty, because this thing does not seem to be responding how it should. Like it takes a little bit longer to go forwards when I'm coasting backwards. So it could just be the way these cargo containers. It seems like it anyways. I'm gonna make it morning. I was really hoping this would just be a really quick video, but I don't know. I mean, judging by the start of it, this video is going to be a pain in the ass today. But maybe it's just starting out bad and we'll start great. Ain't really a whole lot else to do today because it's really cold and there's a bunch of snow out. Not as much as some places, I don't think, but I do believe that we got quite a few inches at least. The road in front of my house is covered, can't really see it. Judging by a set, as I said, a set of tire tracks that was going down the road a few hours ago. Looks like there's probably at least 6 inches of snow that we got overnight. I think we were supposed to get between 6 and 12 is what they were saying, potentially. My neighbor plowed their driveway, and a little later we looked back outside and his driveway was covered in snow again. So, like I said, there's pretty much nothing to do all day today. So, I'm probably going to do 1 or 2 of these videos today, potentially. Or not. I don't even want to do this one right now, to be honest. This is fucking pissing me off. It's a fucking pebble. Basically, a pebble. We've driven over plenty of stuff bigger than that. Oh my god. See if I can get on the edge of that rock and then the edge of this one. Because this thing is not wanting to climb shit today. Yeah. So it does definitely seem, I know I've said it, I just said it a couple times before. It definitely, oh yeah, I can't stop. Brake, 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 fucking brake. It definitely seems like these containers are pretty damn heavy. This is nuts. I mean, unless they did some kind of update and severely nerfed this truck overnight, not overnight, I guess there's been a few days since I've actually recorded a video. I've posted a few that I previously recorded, which I did a whole bunch in one day because I was bored. But, going the wrong way. Yeah, I'm going to nowhere, because that is exactly where this road goes. To fucking nowhere. Alright, so let's back up, turn around, and go the other way, and go somewhere. Yeah, I think this is going to be the only one I do today. This is, I don't know. I don't think these cargo containers are that heavy. I believe we've hauled one before. I'm almost positive we've hauled a container before, but maybe these are bigger. They're heavier for some reason. I'm pretty sure we hauled one in Russia. I believe we actually hauled it with some other shit and had no issues. This one, though, we can't even climb over a little tiny rock without it almost stopping us. Man. Wish I had that 605 about now. I said I completely forgot about that thing until I was playing with my buddy the other day, and we started messing around in the other save, and I realized I had two of them in my garage, and I had no 612 in my garage at the time, which confused me. But then once I started driving the 605, I remembered why I stopped driving the 612, because the 605 is the 612 on steroids. It sits higher, got same size tires, it's more narrow, and it just goes, it's like the 612 and the Azov had a baby. So it's, yeah, it's nice. You said it will go almost anywhere, unlike this. I just got stuck on a slight incline. Yeah, we got delivered 2 of these things. Oh my lord. Yeah, I'm not moving. See if we can winch off of this spot and hopefully keep moving and not have to try to winch up the entire hill. Oh my god, dude. Let's get the camera moved so I can see what it's doing. Yeah, and I just completely got rid of that winch point. It's going normal low. Apparently low high It's a low, low, I guess. Are you kidding me? Was this the mission that we can't do? Carrying a cargo container? Okay, we're gonna try something. We're probably gonna lose this cargo container. I don't care at this point. We're gonna try to unpack it. Because from what I've seen, if you unpack the stuff... Oh shit. I hit the wrong button. It brought up that little menu thing. And, about screw this. If you unpack the cargo, it's supposed to make your truck lighter for some reason. But that does not seem to be helping with anything right now. Ooh, there we go. We got a winch point. Good lord. We're going to repack this cargo so that if we tip, it doesn't fall off. I mean, if we tip all the way over, it doesn't matter. I just don't want to tip a little bit and have it slide. I don't know if it will. One thing I do know, that this contract sucks. Oh, brakes on. So, you know, we can't just... We can't just have it hard. I gotta make it harder on myself. So, I don't even know if we want to take this path here. It would be nice. I don't even know if we can make it though. There's enough trees. Maybe we'll go that way for the trees. Maybe we'll take the long way and just hope that it's better. I don't know. Just carrying a piece of cargo. This is probably gonna really suck. Yep, I know. Oh, negative Nancy. Yeah. Yeah, because this sucks. I'm gonna come over here to this crap bridge. At least it's there, right? Yeah, the last few videos, crazy. No bridges. This little placement thing started to piss me off. Like, I did not fucking click there. There's a mouse pointer. That's where I clicked. Woo, that was all me. That one was totally all me. Clicked the wrong button and tried to move the map. And instead I spun around from the thing. Anyways, let's get back to it, I guess. This stupid ass cargo. This guy's so negative in this video. Yep. Yeah, I am. I know. I already said that. You guys are still thinking it. That's okay. I almost feel like there has to be something wrong with this truck. We also don't have very much fuel. I should have went to that trailer store and got some fuel. So this is going to be cool and awesome. Put the brake on. Stop the engine. Anything to repair? Do we have... Yeah, there isn't anything that's significantly damaged. That's cool. So hopefully we can make it with the fuel we have. If not, we will end the video. I will bring out a scout truck with a container, or, you know, a trailer, and we will refuel. Probably won't end the video. But I will think about it. Oh my god. Okay, I do not think it is this container anymore. I think there is an issue with the fucking truck in the save, or the loading in, potentially, because this is really shitty, and I don't remember ever having this much trouble hauling a container. I don't know. Maybe there was a little tiny tree branch back there. Maybe I got stuck on that. Oh shit, there's our... that's our path. No, I don't think so. Dude, yeah. It takes so much out of the way, though. Oh my god. It is a path. We're not taking it. We're following the road. I can't do this. It'll drive me nuts trying to drive through that shit. I mean, we just barely made it through the other spot. This spot up here and just the dirt's probably gonna be crap. Gotta be better than that muddy section back there, though. Oh, look at that tree branch. Let's see if we can not tip over. Be great. Slow and steady, right? Slow and steady. Would say that things are looking up, but usually that's when you need to tip over. I honestly do feel like there's an issue with it loading to where it is potentially registering something on my truck is broken when it's not. We just looked at the repair thing. There isn't really significant damage on anything, but this thing is driving like I have a flat tire, and that would be nice if that had some repair stuff on it. But anyways, I almost feel like it's driving like I have a flat tire or busted suspension, or both. And they're both decent. The only thing I have is slight engine damage, and even that isn't a lot. We'll figure it out. Let's get to where we need to get, hopefully, without running out of gas. But I do think once we get there, we are going to recover to the garage, and then drive from the garage back to get another container, instead of trying to drive back from wherever we are, which will be a warehouse. Yeah, this does not feel right, and it doesn't not feel right because I was driving a lot more capable trucks on the other save. It does not feel right, even for the act. this feels worse than driving through Drummond Island and Island Lake. Feels like this thing does not want to go anywhere. Not doing too bad on the road, but it feels like it should be doing better on the road. And when you get even into the littlest bit of dirt, just starts being a turd. Try to stay out of the ruts since it seems to be where it's having a lot of trouble. Let's go low high and see how that works. About the same, it feels like. Yeah, I don't know what they got loaded in this Connex box, but good lord, this thing was pulling that drilling equipment better than this shit. I forget what we hauled through here with that trailer, but I think it felt like it pulled easier than right now. Yeah, I don't know if that's something you can tell in the video or not. A little harder when you're not actually the one steering the truck and all that other fun shit. And just feeling the vibration in the controller when it wants to downshift and upshift. It feels like it's having a lot harder time than some of the other bigger hauls. That's kind of what's throwing me a little bit. Like I said, it feels like the truck has significant damage. Be a little bit of damage there on the front end, but that's just cosmetic. Our engine's only a handful of points damaged. Check again real quick just to be sure. Yeah, 3 points of damage to the engine. Nothing else screwed up. Our tires, our wheels are fine. That's even when we didn't have the cargo on there. Still didn't feel right. We're slowly making progress. As long as we can get there before we run out of fuel, we'll be fine. Get there, unload one container, and yeah, just built our plans to recover. And come back out, I guess. Hopefully that resets whatever might be messed up with the truck. Or whatever it thinks might be messed up with the truck. I don't know, maybe it's just another weird quirk of the game. For as much stuff as we've done where we probably shouldn't have been able to do, some of the trailers we've ripped on, pulled on, done stuff, this just feels like it's a really hard part. But we're gonna buy a fuel carrier, and we are going to refuel. Shouldn't really worry about that, but I don't know. Since we're gonna recover after this, I believe the warehouse is just right there. But maybe after completing part of the contract, when it does a quick update of everything, it'll feel better. Put this rock right here and flip over. See what we can get. Concrete block, beams, block, beams, wood planks. It's not too bad. The truck doesn't feel horrible. The map. I have to go all the way back to the quarry to get a container. Garage is here. Going from here to the quarry or the garage to the quarry is about the same distance. So we are just gonna recover. Ooh, yeah, there we go. Got a little load star. Forgot about that. Let's check it out real quick, see what we got. Off-road gearbox. Apparently we gotta go to Alaska to get some suspension for it. That way we can get the bigger tires on it. And snorkel. Little service cab. That's nice for when you're running with other people. You run a scout everything for them and repair them when they get messed up. Don't worry about that. Alright, let's go back to our hands off. Gonna leave the garage. To make sure we're going in the right direction. We want to go. First, I want to get rid of this entire route. Go this way. Should grab that upgrade. I don't know what it is. Down there to get some more crap. Already 40 minutes in because it's amazing cargo containers. I said it could just be the cargo container for some reason. Thought when we pulled the one in Russia, thought it felt a lot better. It also could have been a different container. I don't know. Truck definitely does feel a lot better without the container on there. So, who knows? I just stopped myself by hitting the brake. I'm using my controller, so I hit the left trigger instead of the left bumper and stopped myself instead of bringing up the menu, I want to call it, kind of a menu without a menu. Bring up the shift to switch down here, your low gear, high gear, your transmission stuff. I brought that, instead of bringing that up, I hit my brake. I will be honest, I will probably be really happy when this single truck challenge is done, because then I can drive other trucks that are a lot more capable, and I may even give the Bandit a chance. I still don't like how the Bandit steers, but do kind of like it after driving with them big balloon tires on it. It was nice. So yeah, the Bandit definitely. It's going to be one I'll try out after I get done with this single semi challenge. My 605. I have no idea how I forgot about that 605. My God, I love that thing. 612's nice. I think that's how I forgot about it, because they're both 60s. They're both 6s. You get the 612 and the 605R. But the 612, they're both part of DLC stuff. But the 612, it automatically just throws in your garage. So since it was there, and since I was doing a single truck challenge, I wasn't really looking for other trucks to buy. I just saw it in the garage because it auto puts it there along with the Bandit. And so I was just thinking about that. And I did drive it a lot until I got the 605, but once I got the 605, that was life. Go this a little bit further. But yeah, once I got that 605, it was like, good Lord, that's the truck. I said it almost seems like a hybrid, like a 612 Azov hybrid. It's more capable. The front bumper sits higher. The whole front end is higher, better clearance than the 612. Yeah, I talked about this in the comparison video. So 605, front end's better. The turning radius, I think, is better. It might be a little slower than the 612. I'm not 100% sure. I didn't really drive it a whole lot in the comparison. I just drove it down the road and into the ice. But I think it can pretty much have all the same frame add-ons as a 612. And he's a little shorter, potentially. And it's thinner. They fit more places because it's thinner. And I believe this is where we damaged the front end last time. We had our 3 points of damage. Whatever. But yeah, once the single truck challenge is over, I'm pulling up that 605 and I'm just gonna start driving everywhere. I'll use other trucks too, that way we can keep things changing, keep it fresh. But you're gonna see a lot of the 605 for this challenge. You're gonna see a lot of the 605. You're gonna see some of the Bandit. You will see the I forget what it's called, Avon something A15. I like that. I do like it. I just got it. You probably won't see the I forget what it's called. Padre. I don't think it's Padre. Padera. No, it's something. You'll see some of it because or no, you probably won't see some of it because when I did the comparison video, I did bring it up and show it. It is basically the Azov 64-131, which is what I'm driving now. Except it sits a little bit higher. Has a little bigger tires. Has a suspension upgrade. It doesn't sit significantly higher enough to make it worth driving over the 605. And it is not always on for the all-wheel drive and the diff lock. They are selectable. So while, yes, it might handle better on the roads and stuff when you're just trying to go a little quicker, I don't like having to do the diff lock on and off, because to turn the diff lock on, and this is what, I'm stuck again. Go backwards a little bit. It's the cargo, I guess. Jesus. It is crazy. Because I mean, maybe just hills. I don't know. Hills and rocks. That's what stops you when you're carrying cargo containers. Because I don't think the mud in Russia was that big of a deal with this thing. Anyways, if you have a vehicle, which we don't, but if you have one that has a diff lock that's selectable, or switchable, or whatever it says, you have to be in low gear to turn it on. Which, right now we're in low gear, so if we had that, we could then switch it on. Ours is always on. If you have it on and you're in low gear and you're driving down the road, it will damage your drivetrain, I believe. I think it's your transmission it will start to damage. um, which I could show in another video sometime. I'll just get one, switch it on, load gear, and just drive. But if you're not in mud or something like that, it will damage the vehicle. I'm not even gonna try it. We're just gonna keep driving. But it will damage the vehicle if you have it in low gear and you're driving out on the road. It'll probably do it with this one too. I don't know. It definitely does it with the other vehicles with the switchable diff lock. Like I said, I don't usually put it in low on normal roads, or at all if I don't have to. But yeah, that, I forget what it's called. STD4. Yeah, great name. The Pedera STD4. It says basically the Azov with a smaller cab. It's a little higher. It's not worth it. The other one, the Avon, whatever it is, I forget it now. Avon something, A15. This definitely was worth the $5 for the DLC. But the STD that came with it was not, it was crap. Some people love it. I've seen a couple things, people saying that's their go-to. But in my opinion, if that's going to be your go-to, you might as well just drive this ass off right here. So the other one is a little higher, a little bigger tires, so it's probably better in the mud. But overall, that A15 is definitely nice. But it sucks the fuel. In the comparison video, the 6.0, no winch attachments. We didn't use it last time. I think we just went wider to the left. Can't even move. It just goes back a little bit more. But in the comparison video that I did, the 612 used almost 20 gallons of fuel for the exact same trip that the 605 used 10 gallons of fuel for. So I would say the 605 is probably the better choice in that situation. Jesus. So, but the A15 is fun and it looks mean. But yeah, that's not what we're doing right now. We're doing a single semi challenge with a bunch of stupid shit. I can't even make up this damn hill. We just made it up this hill, I believe, because there's the dead end road. Trying to look to see where our other tire tracks were. It looked like they're right there where I've been going. Maybe we'll go low and see if that helps us through. A little higher on this. Yeah, we're almost an hour in. Alright, so we're gonna do this. Unpack the cargo. And hopefully we don't lose it. Hopefully that adjusts our weight just enough. We can pull it past this shit. Well, there we go. Pack this shit real quick before we lose it. But we got the winch. Got a winch point. That's what we needed. But yeah, packing and unpacking cargo does change the weight of your truck significantly, I believe. I'll do it real quick right here. You can see where. Let me go to daylight. Make it morning. Just learned this recently from a video. Like, there's shit you'll still learn here and there. I never knew it even when I was playing before. I never knew that it did it. Never unpacked my cargo. But you see the suspension raised a little bit. A little bit. Tiny bit. But that's enough to take some weight off your truck. That's enough to give you a little bit more suspension clearance in some places. So, just like there, when we unpacked the cargo, we got a little bit lighter, and it was just enough that it let us climb up the hill a little further than we could previously. And we were able to reach a winch point and winch ourselves to where we needed. "56 minutes in, and this, what could have been a single trip, turned into 2 trips. But whatever, shit happens. I really hope we don't flip this. If we go on this hill in this little rut here and little rut there, if we go downhill and onto them rocks, we'll do it and hope we can winch ourselves back out. But yes, took double the time that it should have. But these cargo containers are insane. Yeah, it's not letting me move again. Wiggle the wheels a little bit. I said it's not like we have a damaged gearbox or nothing. Our gearbox is fine, our engine's fine. It's just, for some reason, this does not have enough power to pull one of these cargo containers up a hill or over a rock. Pull through the mud and shit, just not a hill. I think I'm gonna have to go back and watch that video in Russia, because, like I said, I'm pretty fucking sure we carried that cargo container up a hill and stuff. But yeah, for some reason this one's different. I don't know. This tree out of the ground, on the way. Oh, apparently not. Okay. Brake. That one. And once we get close enough, we'll hook to the other one with our ass end and do the same thing we did last time. Just pour ourselves up and over. Oop, a brake on there. Tried to hook that with my front to pull me around the corner a little easier, but yeah, I am holding the trigger to drive, And it took that long. From the time I let go of the reverse, I don't know if you could hear the engine or not. I hit the trigger. And it took that long for it to actually start going forward. Because apparently the weight of this container is that significant. I will finish this haul on this video. We could skip it. I could end the video and then finish it and come back with the next video already done with this and moving on and not waste your time. But I have to do it. So you have to, you don't have to watch it. You stop the video and go. Any video you want. You don't have to watch any of these videos. Doesn't matter. But anyways, I'm not doing it because since I have to suffer through it, you have to suffer through it. I'm doing it and recording it. That way, if you want to go and watch the videos or skim through them, I personally would skim through them. Just to see that, oh shit, this stuff is possible with one semi. Because I still haven't found a video where they've done it, only where they've talked about it. And like I said in other videos, some of the trucks they mention and they talk about are DLC trucks, or trucks you don't fucking get until partway through the game, and say, well, how do you get that truck to do a single semi challenge in a normal new game, not new game plus, just a normal let's start the game and go. I mean, you can't get half the ones they talk about. The Azov is one of those that you can't. One of the few. There's probably 3 of them. I think 3, maybe 4. Someone will see this. This will be the only part of the fucking video they watch. And they will correct me. Well, actually, you can get... I don't care. You do about 3, maybe 4 trucks that can actually do all the stuff that you need to do and have all the add-ons that you need, like the seismic vibrator for that stupid ass mission contract. I know. But there's very few trucks that you can get from a new base game that are not DLC and they're not later on in the game that you can get and do this with. If you're playing New Game Plus, yeah, you can get pretty much any truck you want starting out. It's New Game Plus. That's not just a generic new base game. So, like I said, you see a lot of talk that, yeah, it's possible, theoretically possible, oh, you can definitely do it. And then, like I said, half the trucks they list are later game trucks that I'm pretty sure most of them are almost impossible to get with just the Scout. Maybe not. You might be able to get some of them. But some of the stuff that's required to unlock some of the other maps, you need to be able to actually haul shit. And a lot of the Scouts can't carry 2-slot stuff. Or if they can, they can't carry heavy 2-slot cargo that you need for unlock some of this stuff. So, with this, you can skim through the video. You can see that I use this semi and some Scouts, and that I don't drive any of the other semis. I've jumped in a couple and sold them. And we've seen that. But if I'm starting a video, running the video, and not skipping parts and going, well, yeah, we'll skip ahead here and show you after this haul. Well, what the fuck did I do in between where I stopped the haul on the video and where I resumed it? Did I go get another truck so I could get something? Move something where I needed it? Did I finish another mission? Did I not be able to finish with that truck, so I went and got another one, then finished it, then switched back to this truck? and started a new video going, okay, yeah, well, we dropped that off, but we're back in this one. It's easier just to run it all, to show it all. If you want to skip through it, you can. If you don't, you can suffer through it with me. But I don't want to leave anything out, because I know if someone told me and I believe, like I said, I would believe, yeah, if someone used the Azov to do all this, awesome. I think you can probably get, it's either the Veyron or the Taiga also. I don't remember which one you can get fairly early. I don't know what all the Fleet Star has for add-ons. To be honest, I think I've used the Fleet Star the very first time I played the game. And it was because like, oh look, a free truck. Oh, this one's kind of cool. So I used it a little bit. Then I bought the Azov, and I'm like, holy shit, this thing is great. So, like I said, that's the one I believe can do the entire base game on its own. Even some of the shit we've done with the scout vehicles, the Azov could have done. The scouts just did it quicker. And I mean, the scouts can hold some cargo with scout trailers. I'm probably not going to do that. You're probably not going to see me do that. You might see me, if I run out of gas and I have a load on this truck, you might see me get a scout and bring a fuel carrier. That's it. I don't usually use scouts too often. Like I said, I've used them in a couple videos just to hurry things along. They are nice to scout the maps with, so you don't run into, like we did in the other video, where we're hauling a trailer full of shit and then realize we can't go through because we need something else to build a bridge, and then we need to build another bridge, and then we need to build another bridge, and Jesus. If we would have scouted all that, we could have scouted it. Okay, there's a bridge there. We had a scout with a 2-slot trailer, which I believe we unlocked. Just throw some wood planks on that scout trailer. With the scout, go build a bridge, get to the next one, go grab some more, get to the next one. Then you'll be able to haul your big ass load with the semi. I didn't do that because I'm an idiot. But I'm pretty sure a lot of people thought that. You could have just got the scout and done this shit. I could have. I didn't. Whatever. I like using mostly semis. Especially that 605, which can go damn near anywhere. Even places the 612 can't. But, those scouts are nice. They got their place in some of the maps. But like I said, I don't like skipping, because if I was watching a video and someone claimed, well, we can do every base game, every base game contract that's actually required to finish the base game maps. Some of the contracts on the base game maps aren't actually base game contracts. I believe they're added later. I believe the logging ones were added later. At least a significant portion of them were added later. Oh, there we go. You gotta love the game right there. You'll see that a lot on especially the farming maps. You will sink into the asphalt. The asphalt moved when I drove on it. Like I was putting little ruts in it. I don't know. It's a game. You'll get that shit. You figure it's as old as it is, they would have potentially fixed that. Made those surfaces harder to where you don't sink or move or make it warp as you're driving over it. Whatever. But like I was saying, if someone's like, I can do this whole thing with this truck. I can do all of the hauling missions with this truck. And not have to use any other truck. And then they're hauling something, especially if the haul looks a little difficult, like when we first started out on this video and when we went back to get this container. But they're like, okay, well, we got this out of there. We got to go get the other one. And I'm going to go ahead and just cut the video and finish this mission while, you know, that way you guys don't have to sit through it and then do my next video. I would be thinking, did he really use that truck, or did he fucking just pull out another one, knock out that mission really fast, finish it really fast, and then come back with the truck and say that he did with the truck. So, I don't. Yeah, the first time proves yes, you can do it with the truck, but then if you switch to a different truck and do it, I mean, you've already proved you can do it with that truck, but I just feel that that's just fucking cheating. Just like if I would have sold my DLC trucks that it gave me in the beginning and used that money to buy shit and upgrades and stuff like that, I just feel that still would be cheap. Just like if I would have used one of those DLC trucks to do the video. It's like, well, yeah, but if someone doesn't have the DLC and they only have the base game, they're not going to be able to do that. So that, to me, diminishes the single truck challenge. So, we get to do it with this shit box, which is probably one of the best shit boxes in the game. It still, though, is a shit box when it comes to some of these like that. Like, dude, couldn't even barely get out of the quarry with that shit. Okay, anyways, Dyson Diesel's all the way done. Husky forwarding, we have 3 left. We have cement for the region. I don't remember where we get cement. I'm not seeing it. It looks like we get it right here at the fucking quarry. You know what? We probably get it from right there. This is where we were sitting in when we started the game, or when we started this one here, and I didn't click on it. So that's where we pick up the cement, which we could have just done that contract person so much easier. Anyways, so we'll pick that up in the quarry. We'll haul that shit out to all these other places. So Black River, we need 4. Island Lake, we need 2, and Drummond Island, we need 2. So, we will need a trailer. I don't know what we'll get. We'll worry about that next video. But we're going to accept that. We're going to go back out of here. We're going to recover the garage. And, like I said, we'll worry about the cement and stuff next video. But yeah, that's what we'll pick up on when we come back. Knocking out the rest of these, and then moving on to the next set of contracts. So, as always, take care.